Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, as always, we are going to be doing a collective reading and energy update. So for those of you who are new here, keep in mind that I do these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on those times and days, there is also an extended version of the reading that is available on Patreon. So if at any point during the reading you do feel guided to join our beautiful Patreon soul tribe, you can do so by clicking the link that I will be leaving in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But for some reason right away, I'm feeling really drawn to the Work Your Light Oracle card deck. I heard the word revelation, and there is this energy of things being revealed. I'm hearing exposed by the light. Now, I'm seeing you, and then it's almost like there is this web visually of people and things that you are connected to. And I'm just seeing that word revelation. So it's almost as though, wow, I'm hearing you cause people to both be revealed, but also to have revelations, to have breakthroughs within themselves. So it seems as though your energy has this ability to reveal, to illuminate within others, both these breakthrough moments, but also to reveal, I'm hearing, what's been holding them back from reaching the next level in their life, from achieving those breakthroughs. I'm hearing it's two sides of a coin, and both sides are very intense, whether someone's being activated and having some kind of breakthrough as a result of being connected to you, or whether they are feeling an element of exposure being revealed to themselves. For some reason, I was getting the name John for someone, and also the letter initials J-O and then the letter N. So those letters might be connected to someone in some way. But I, of course, tend to channel many different people, energies, and connections throughout the readings. So be sure to only take what resonates with you in a personal way. I did just hear the word fairies as well. So maybe someone is connecting with this kind of mystical, fairy-like, ethereal energy. Here we have the card Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, Be Held. And it's very interesting. This card is coming up just as we are talking about connecting in with ethereal energy. So maybe it's through this deep replenishment, through this rest, retreating back into yourself, that you are actually connecting with almost like this magical energy. I'm hearing beneath the earth, metaphorically. I'm almost like seeing the surface of the earth and then someone drilling down into it, and beneath there's like something there. I'm not sure what it is. Magic of some kind in this, of course, metaphorical instance. But it's like you have to drill beneath the surface of the earth to get to what's below. And that's what's happening through this deep replenishment and rest. I'm hearing earthquake, though. Maybe you felt as though there was an earthquake emotionally, mentally, spiritually in your life that shook up that surface of the earth for you, that prevented you for a time from being able to connect in with that deeper level of rest and respite. And now that that earthquake has passed, The earthquake may have been the intensity of the solar eclipse that we experienced in April. Of course, metaphorically and energetically speaking, it was a very intense time, and maybe that really shook you up. And during that time, it was more difficult to access your inner guidance or that deep sense of rest and peace within yourself. I'm hearing calming your nervous system. That's been a major theme coming up around recent readings. Calming your nervous system may be one of those ways in which you are able to access that magical energy through deep rest and replenishment within yourself. I'm hearing your physical body is a portal. So it's almost like through calming and relaxing your body's nervous system to this really deep level, you're able to access a kind of knowledge or power, spiritually speaking, that most people are disconnected from because of chaos. Because of chaos within themselves or chaos they are distracted by within the world. I'm hearing peace is your power. Peace is your power. We have the Mirror card here as well. Who or what is triggering you? But I'm just seeing someone staring at their own reflection. Maybe you've been doing some kind of deep introspection. Maybe some triggers did come up for you recently. The word caretaker is coming out, so maybe some of these triggers were around someone or something that you have been caring for. Again, that word entrusted is coming out, which is interesting because we got the word entrusted in the last collective reading as well. But I'm seeing that there may have been something that triggered you. I'm hearing may have triggered a wound emotionally. Tired, worn out. Maybe someone is worn out from feeling as though they are the caretaker for so many people and things around them in their life. Or maybe just the caretaker for such a huge amount of purpose and mission in this lifetime. I'm hearing the weight of a huge soul mission. That may be a weight that you've been carrying your whole life, because I'm hearing even from a young age, you may have been unable to just be light about things, to just be playful about life. You may have always had this contemplativeness about you or this seriousness about you because you were the caretaker of this huge purpose here on earth. Wow, this reading is getting so deep. I'm going to be going even deeper into this. So, what are you the caretaker for here? First of all, we have Healer of the Ages. And because this card has masculine imagery on it, I tend to associate it with masculine or divine masculine energy. Although, of course, these labels, divine feminine and divine masculine, are used to describe energy dynamics. And we all actually have a balance internally of both energies. So you could be connecting with this internally or externally. I'm hearing more energy flowing through you or pouring through you. And I felt this like slight tingling feeling in my arms and hands, like representing this energy that was flowing through you in a stronger way. You've been entrusted with more light, with more energy that you're beginning to flow or feel flowing through you. Maybe you've been feeling this influx of divine energy recently. This could even be leading to sleeplessness, to some strange bodily sensations. But of course, I'm not a medical professional, so I always say to see a doctor or medical professional about anything physical related. But it does feel as though it's almost like something's been opened up. and is allowing in this influx of energy that you're feeling in a more palpable way, but that you're also capable of flowing in a powerful way. I feel like this message is kind of taking us on a bit of a side trail or a side path of energy, but I'm really curious about this. So we're going to get back into your soul's mission and purpose, but I want to know more about this energy that you're flowing. What is this energy that you're flowing? Restored faith. I'm hearing we've been waiting for you. It's almost like there's a soul or a group of souls who at this higher self level have been waiting to connect with you. Maybe you needed to allow in this greater amount of divine energy in order to reach them. With the 8 of Swords, people feeling trapped, restricted, victimized, paralyzed by fear. And I'm just hearing, I'm here. I'm here now. You've arrived. You've arrived in a place or a social group or arrived in someone's life right when they've needed you. They've been waiting for you on a higher self level. But you feel torn in some way with the 2 of Swords upright, feeling like you've got one foot in 2 different worlds or one foot in 2 different places, feeling in limbo, not sure which world you're supposed to be living in or which purpose you're supposed to be living out, which path you're supposed to be taking. But what you don't see is how much your presence here on one of these paths is bringing so much hope, so much faith to so many people who have felt powerless or felt paralyzed. I'm hearing a voice to the voiceless, but you don't even consciously realize that. We have the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah, there's like someone feeling discontent with this limbo they're in, feeling torn. Maybe you're feeling like you have to choose, but you don't actually have to choose. I'm hearing dual purposes. Maybe you're serving more than one soul purpose at this time. And so this influx of energy has been about keeping you in balance, fueling you so that you're able to be so multidimensional, so that you're able to serve so many different purposes at once, because this can be very tiring as a soul. Maybe in this lifetime, you've always felt the need to choose between different aspects of yourself, different purposes, different goals or dreams, maybe different people in your life that you desire to connect with. But I'm hearing it's not all or nothing, that there's a reason. If you have a multitude of pure soul desires, whether it comes to certain things you want to create, to do, to express, somehow they all fit together in this overarching tapestry of your soul's mission and purpose here. I'm hearing holding a light, that you are holding a light to something. I literally see someone holding a lantern, just like on the Hermit card, which is actually the card that we've pulled at the bottom of the deck. It's interesting, it's at the bottom of the deck. It's almost something so deep in your psyche that you've forgotten that it's there. And this might be this sense of isolation in the world, this sense of aloneness that you've carried with you your whole life. You're alone, but you're holding a light for others. I'm hearing, for some reason, I heard many of your kind don't incarnate anymore because they are acting as spiritual guides from the higher realms. Maybe you are a very ancient soul with some deep roots. I'm hearing starseed and ancestry. Maybe that's resonant for someone. Maybe you consider yourself to be a starseed of a specific kind. Maybe you've been called to even look into that recently. But regardless, there's almost this sense that there are very few incarnated souls on this planet at this time who are as ancient as you are, because many of them no longer incarnate, I'm hearing, because of the density. So planet Earth is such a dense planet that because they have evolved and expanded themselves energetically, where their vibration is very high and fine, it's a rough ride, for lack of better wording, to incarnate on Earth when you have such a fine, high-tuned vibration. But you have that vibration and chose to incarnate anyway. And once again, we have the question presented, why? Why are you here? Maybe that's a question you've been asking yourself for so long. Why am I here? What is my purpose here? Well, you have a huge purpose here. It involves holding a light, but you've also felt so alone. Why was I about to say involved? Involved in something, involved with someone. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like we're reading really deeply into someone's Akashic records here. Of course, that invisible library of unlimited information that exists invisibly around us all the time, that we are able to access. With the Six of Pentacles, you have a very naturally generous spirit. You give so freely of your time, your energy, maybe even your physical things. I'm hearing physical things have never really mattered much to you, even if you have had a lot of those successes. Even if you have experienced a lot of material abundance, it's not the priority for you. And I'm hearing the kind of person that would give the shirt off their back to anyone, even a stranger, if they needed it. But that's also why you have such an abundant energy, because you're so free-flowing. You're so giving with your time, with your energy, maybe with your material things. And I'm hearing it always comes back to you, or it will always come back to you. We have the Sun card reversed. For some reason, I keep picking up on this imbalanced masculine energy. I'm hearing I came to wake you up. I didn't come just to love you, but to wake you up. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. Of course, you are this being of love, but it's almost as though a major component of why you incarnated on Earth at this time was to wake up. And I'm feeling it's not just one person or a group of people, but a very, very large segment of the collective that you came to awaken, whether you realize you are doing this awakening work or not. And for some reason, I keep getting this may have something to do with the masculine collective. I'm hearing masculine energy became very unbalanced on the planet, domineering in a sense because it was wounded. Maybe you resonate more so as a divine feminine. Why am I hearing double agent? It's almost like you incarnated and played a role for a while, but the whole time within that role, you were not this double agent in a deceitful sense, but in the sense that you were playing some kind of role, but awakening people from the inside out the entire time. And this had something to do with recalibrating the hierarchy between masculine and feminine energy, which of course really isn't a hierarchy at all, but an interplay. It's a balance, or meant to be a harmonious dance, a harmonious balance, but it became very unbalanced. So it's like you came in to spark these activations, maybe within the masculine collective, maybe with people that you were connecting with or interacting with throughout your life. I'm hearing seeds planted. I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here, but it's almost like the sense I get is that some of the masculines that you've woke up, they misunderstood your role in their life. Maybe these were friends. Maybe some of these individuals may have been above you in a human sense, like a boss or maybe a parental figure, a mentor growing up. For many of you, I just am getting this sense there was this misunderstanding of the role that you were supposed to play in some of these masculines' life, because I'm hearing that you were here to awaken them and to heal them, or to allow this healing to take place within them. But it's almost like I see chains, like they may have tried to lock you into something or tried to contain you or control you, possess you in some way, when you were meant to be this free high priestess. I just keep hearing misunderstanding your role. You don't misunderstand your role. At a deep level, I feel you intuitively know what you are meant to be doing, how you are meant to be moving through life, although at times you might question it from a human level because it can feel very confusing to be living a life that is so different from many of the people around you. Okay, so I want to know more on your role that many people seem to be misunderstanding. Okay, so it's being revealed slowly over the course of time. I feel like whatever your role has been, it's been evolving over what we consider to be 3D time, although of course time doesn't exist at the level of energy. It's required you to be patient from a human perspective because something's been unfolding itself. I'm hearing you've watched as many other people around you or maybe in the world have done or achieved or established things that you've desired to do for yourself. And as you've seen this happening through your life, there may have been this sense that you were behind the curve or that you weren't moving fast enough. And this may have triggered you to attempt to fight the divine timing of your life with hostilities in the upright position coming up next to this patience card. I'm hearing what you are doing is much more powerful. Of course, I'm not attempting to cross compare between you and others, but the thing is, very often when something feels as though it's taking us a longer time physically from that 3D time perspective, linear time perspective, when it looks like it's taking longer, we are actually building this kind of powerful momentum to create something even bigger, even further reaching. But when we see people around us accomplishing certain things that we desire, and we desire them because we actually are aware that they are part of our own soul's blueprint, that it's part of our destiny to do similar things, it can evoke feelings of urgency or restlessness. It can make our human self want to fight the natural unfolding, the divine timing at play in our lives. I'm hearing soon it's going to be clear why you waited or why something seemed to be taking so long, because the whole time you've been laying some kind of groundwork unconsciously, or maybe the divine has been laying some kind of groundwork for you. Now, for some of you, this could be related to love. That won't be the case for everyone, but I did get all tied up reversed and door to romance in the upright position. So this could represent something stuck, beginning to move forward in love. But the thing about these cards is they're sitting on the third eye chakra, the seat of intuition. It's almost like something has to transform psychically, intuitively, before the stuck energy can break loose. Well, it was never really stuck to begin with. My guides are correcting me. It was being prepared, but it felt stuck from a human level. something that's taking place psychically through the third eye is actually allowing a door to open in love. What is this door that's opening in love? Queen of Wands. So maybe, especially if you resonate with divine feminine energy, you had to become the Queen of Wands in order to, with the Ten of Cups, in order to lock in this very powerful love union, whether this is the harmonizing of a current romantic connection in your life, the return of someone from your past, or meeting someone entirely new. I'm getting that it's almost like you had to become the Queen of Wands. I'm seeing a sunflower. That might be resonant for someone. Turning towards the sun. Sunflowers turn towards the sun. And then we got the sun card. And this is actually the masculine. So it's almost like now that you've bloomed and you're showing your colors, you are showing your petals, we should say, as that sunflower, as that Queen of Wands energy. You're now turning towards the sun, which the sun card in the traditional tarot tends to represent divine masculine energy. So you're turning towards a divine masculine but it's almost like you're sitting on this throne now waiting. Maybe that's where you feel as though this is taking a long time to come together, because this masculine with the sun card reversed may still be in the dark, or still, I'm hearing, walking through the veil of shadows, whatever that means. Maybe going into the depths of their own shadow. I'm hearing not ready to appreciate you or to see you in your full empowerment, but connecting with you psychically and subconsciously with the Star card. I'm hearing you feel this person like a heartbeat. I'm not sure why that's coming up in that way, but it's like they are energetically within you, psychically connected to you, but physically in the dark, walking through the shadows. You're in this very light energy, sitting on your throne here as the Queen of Wands, but there's also, it's almost like the Queen of Wands here has her head turned. Again, it's like that sunflower turning towards the sun. And you're watching or psychically aware of this divine masculine going through the shadows, waking up. But you're kind of just sitting there, almost like stoic, waiting for something. Maybe your soul is waiting for something powerful to come together in love. And even though at times your human self has been trying to fight that divine timing, at a deeper level, you have this awareness that something really powerful is being prepared here for you. It's like you know it in this concrete but very psychic way, with the Hierophant really sitting on the crown chakra and the third eye. It's almost like something you feel so certain about, that feels so concrete, like set in stone, almost written in stone. And yet it's known not physically, but psychically and spiritually. This also could apply to something you know about, some internal aspect of yourself that you've been waiting to come together, or it might look like waiting for others, but really, I'm seeing someone watching construction taking place. It's like you're watching a construction taking place energetically that others cannot see, but that you know in this concrete way is taking place. So wow, some very powerful messages coming through the reading. I will be closing out this first reading with a Rumi Oracle card, but of course we are going to extend this onto our Patreon Soul Tribe platform. So in the extended Patreon reading, I will be diving deeper into your soul's mission and purpose, because of course that's been holding a lot of weight through this reading. So more details on what that mission and purpose might be in this lifetime, as well as more information on this situation that's aligning for you in a powerful way that might look like waiting to others, but that you are just aware at a deep knowing level is coming together Again, this might be romantic, and if it is, I will also be sharing more about what this potential divine masculine counterpart, represented by the Sun card reversed, is going through at this time, what they're thinking and feeling, how the situation might move forward. And of course, we'll be channeling any other potential messages that want to come through the readings, because all of you who share your energy over on Patreon are co-creating all of those readings energetically as well. So the link to join me after this reading in the extended Patreon reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But I'm going to be closing this first reading here with one final Rumi Oracle card. And this card is Blessing of Al-Hakim. I'm hearing moving art, almost like you are moving art, living art. Something that makes people stop and stare because of this powerful energy you're exuding. Something that inspires people. Something of great value, very rare, a one-of-a-kind piece here. So let's see what the guidebook has to say, and if the guidebook connects in any way to that idea of being living artwork. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is opinion, bewilderment is vision, Rumi. And the guidebook also says, a blessing of divine wisdom is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, prophecy, insight, and the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot yet have. Wow, that really connects with everything we've been channeling in this reading. As you receive this gift, this blessing which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of your need to always understand. From this place of increasing stillness, great activity will flow. Wow, what a beautiful place to close the reading. If you do resonate with my energy here, of course, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, if you do feel guided to continue on now with me to the extended Patreon reading, the link to do so will be under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love today. Have a beautiful remainder of your day and start to your week. And I will connect with you here again in Wednesday's reading.